I hope you can now. Okay, Amanjot, you are going to be banned if you are going to attack Hinduism and raise such questions. If you have such doubts, you are not a good person to practice tantra. Okay, so you are blocked. Oh, you can hear me now? Okay, awesome. I have opened the OBS after such a long time. That's the reason why maybe the audio setting was not up. Okay, so I'm here because I have got so many queries related to the upcoming uh, that lunar eclipse, right? People want to use it for multiple mantras at the one given time. So I'll check out those queries and answer those. But most of the queries seems to be like asked by people who haven't gone through my playlist named Tantra Tutorial. So if you have not yet seen all the videos in Tantra Tutorial, I highly recommend that you do. Otherwise, it is useless for me to create all these videos, right? Because for each and every video, somebody want to do that sadhana and they start to ask all of the queries all over again. And that makes me sad. Why? Because I have already answered most of these questions in my channel, right? So please respect my time and go through the playlist. It is for you, so utilize it. Okay, now the first query, is from Dipankar Roy. He said, mhm. He said under the secrets disclosed about Apsara Sadhana, he said, can he start the that Apsara Sadhana or any other Apsara Sadhana during that eclipse time? So the answer that I gave him is that yeah, he also have given a very good point. He said, what if I can do Ganesh Puja and Guru Puja before the eclipse starts, as you said, and then will not touch the sadhana samagri, okay? And then I'll take the sankalpa before eclipse starts and start the japa of the mantra and will do it by finger. So very smart. I would say very smart. But during the eclipse, you cannot even see the image of God. Like you have to cover it or you should hide it, and you should not even light the deepak during the eclipse time. So it's a smart move, but shouldn't work like that. So don't light up a diya. You can, yes, offer Guru Puja as well as Ganesh Puja before the eclipse start, and yes, do you can chant the mantra on your finger if you want to, but it should not be considered as a part of the sadhana. For example, if you have to do a 21-day sadhana for Apsara, you should start it after the Grahan Kal on the next day. How you can utilize this Grand Kal is you can energize the mantra, you can unlock its powers, you can increase the chances of success into the sadhana that you will be doing later on, right? So you can still chant the same mantra that you want to perform a siddhi of later on. If you utilize this time, you will be increasing the chances of your success in the sadhana later on, because the energy of the mantra becomes 1,000 times more when you chant it during the eclipse time, right? So do not start a sadhana during the eclipse. Use this time, empower the mantra, and then later on you can start a sadhana on a later date. If you cannot do the sadhana on the upcoming next day of the lunar eclipse, and you have to wait for, say, example, 10 days, 15 days, then you, in order to maintain that energy of the mantra, I would recommend that you chant at least one rosary of that mantra every day from the eclipse till the time when you are going to start the sadhana after taking sankalpa, right? So do not become over smart and do these kind of things, right? Grahan Kal is good, but only few sadhanas can be started during the Grahan Kal. For example, the one that I gave you earlier, it is the Ekakshari Saraswati Bij Mantra Sadhana. So that's how that sadhana is done, right? It's not how Apsara Sadhana is done, but still you can energize and empower the mantra the way I'm telling you, right? Now, next question from Sanjoy Dasgupta. Okay, he said that he want to uh, what? Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. He want to energize two mantras in one eclipse time. He want to do the Apsara Sadhana, and or he also want to energize the protection mantra. And he later on asked, is it necessary to do protection circle for such a Saumya Siddhi of Apsara, because it is not a Ugra Devi, right? So the first thing is, you cannot do two mantras in one eclipse. You have to choose one thing, and again, don't be over smart, don't be greedy, and use this particular muhurta, this particular event, to energize only one mantra. So if, for example, you want to energize the mantra, the protection spell that I have given in the video, how to cast a protection spell, right? I would recommend that you utilize this lunar eclipse to energize that particular mantra. And if you still want to do Apsara Sadhana, you can anytime go to the Shivalaya and chant 1 or 5 or 11 rosaries, the way I have already described in the Shivalaya, to get the mantra energized, unlocked, and to get the mantra like you would take it from a guru, right? And then afterwards, you can continue doing one rosary each day of that mantra until you start your sadhana. For example, upcoming Monday, you are going to Shivalaya and you're going to energize the mantra and get it unlocked and get it from the guru, which is in this case Lord Shiva. After that, you can continue doing this mantra chanting for one rosary each until 7th of August. And then on the 7th of August, not during the Grahan Kal, you do that one rosary of Apsara. During the Grahan Kal, you energize that protection circle. Now you're good to go. Very next day, or maybe the next Friday, upcoming Friday after the Grahan, you can start the Apsara Sadhana, and you can now also use the protection circle, right? Sanjoy, all the queries are solved now. Is there any other query that you have? Mr. Das Gupta, are you still here? That's the reason why the temples are closed. You cannot even see the idols of God, right? Not during the eclipse time. You have to do it in your home. Okay, you need not have to be in any temple to energize the mantra. I'm saying upcoming Monday, if you have heard it clearly, upcoming Monday, go to the Shivalaya. It's a Savan, Savan month going on. So on a Monday, upcoming Monday, go to the Shivalaya, energize the mantra. But it is not a grand call in on 31st, right? So it's neither a grand call on 24th. So that's what I said. Right, Ashish? Okay, Rima, how should I protect my family by black magic? Because I have noticed multiple times. Mm-hmm. Oh, I would recommend that you energize that Raksha mantra that I have given already. You can use it to do the Keelan of your home. You can also use it to protect you and others. If you want to use it, you can energize that mantra during the eclipse. But हर शेर का सवा शेर होता है. So, for example, if a person is utilizing some higher entity, even stronger than the one that are going to protect you, or that person's level of spirituality or the level of tapa is immensely stronger than yours, then it will affect you still, right? So there is nothing like a permanent protection. There is nothing like a mantra which will definitely cover you for any type of magic, because people ask me like that, and it is not the practical way. I've been working in this stream, in this field, and it is very true. हर शेर का सवा शेर होता है. So there is some magic stronger than any magic that you can imagine, right? Or any mantra that you can imagine, right? So Sanjoy is gone, I guess. If you have any other question about the upcoming lunar eclipse, please ask me. I thought that today is Saturday, so most of you will be enjoying your day off. So, and I was getting so many queries about lunar eclipse, so I thought it was a good idea to come online and maybe take some more queries that you might have. Oh yeah, there is another question by Sanjoy. He said, is it required to do the Digbandhan for such a Saumya Shakti like Apsara? It's not just you are protecting yourself from the Apsara. When you are doing a sadhana, not just Apsara, but the nature's forces, like they would try to stop you from doing your sadhana, right? You may also attract some kind of spirits towards you because you are opening up to the other dimensions, right? So it is a good idea to cast a protection circle around you and to do the Digbandhan before you do any kind of sadhana. Even Wiccans cast protection circle before doing those rituals, and they are not that much strong like the Tantra is, right? So why not, for take precautions, right? Or you just have to chant it, Navneet Jha. You just have to chant it. Even you need not have to take sankalpa during that. It will get empowered, right? So yeah, yeah. So the next day is not Friday. You can wait until Friday and then start. Okay, Sanjoy. And I would recommend, please go through all my videos. And if you go through all my videos, 99% of your queries will be sorted out. For Apsara Sadhana, do we need to have any deity pics? If not, then how to offer Naivedya? You can have the picture of Apsara, the same that I have used in the thumbnail of my video. That you can simply use that. I actually have got a printout from a local printing shop, and I got it framed by somebody else, and then I utilized that picture, and it should be just image of any beautiful fairy that you can find online or maybe in the local market, and you can use that, right? Can you do it in the front? Yes, you can do it in the front, in front of your puja place. There is no harm in that. Okay, any other questions? Yeah, provided that you give another place for keeping your Ganesh picture or Pratima, or Shivling or Shiv Pratima, and the picture of the Apsara that you're going to do the sadhana of, right? And so your Aradhya stays in the center. How I do it, I will keep the one that I'm going to worship in the center, and I'll keep Ganesh idol on the left. So on, like, if I'm facing, it will be on the left side, and the Guru, which is Shivji, will go on to the right side, right? But now I have Baba Birfanaji as my Guru, so I use his picture in order to do that. I also have his Vigra, so I can use that as well. Yes, you should actually use the itra of roses, right? And it is easily available in India, right? You're welcome, Pradeep. Again, Sanjoy, I guess and I believe so, I have revealed this in the video itself, because I used to do it and I have used it. I remember. If I have not said that, I'm sorry. I used rose itra, rose incense sticks, rose mala, right? The garland of roses, and I also I have bought like some 2 or 3 roses to offer her when I there gave akshat and flowers to her before starting up the sadhana. Oh, Swapneshwari sadhanas. Okay. It's a 1 day sadhana, right? There are many different mantras about it. If you want to do it, you can. Actually, I don't know if I have told you, but one time I tried on a holy a Karna Pishachini's mantra for 1 day only to get a answer through the dream. But some things happened that I stopped this mantra chanting, and in between, and I did the Shanti Stotram, and I never tried it again. So Sapneshwari is safe. You can try that without any worries, right? I can't able to get the things which, what? You are in Africa and you cannot, what, you can't get roses, you can't get hands on it. What do you mean by that? African countries don't have roses. Don't tell me that. You have access to internet, so you can print out the picture, you can get it framed, you can buy roses, and you can order things that you cannot buy locally from online stores and stuff, right? So it will be shipped right at your doorstep. So I don't believe that you cannot find things that you need for Apsaras online. I have answered you, Rajesh, already. I can't believe that you can't find the things needed for Apsara Sadhana in Africa. It's not possible. You can even plant roses in your own garden if you want to. As a matter of fact, I have different types of roses planted in my garden. Uh, yes, you can use it either way. Svetik mala is also fine, but I prefer Rudraksh mala for most of my sadhana, unless a specific other rosary is required, and there is no substitute to that. I will. I will. You know, there. I have so much info. I can keep on creating videos for maybe 10, 15 years, and so eventually it will come as well. Do not worry, right? So, is there any other question regarding the lunar eclipse or anything that you want to ask about the previous video of the Savan Ma as well as the Solar Somvar? Because there were so many queries, I thought it's better to go online and answer those, right? Because I may not be available tomorrow, and yes, it is Sunday in India, so it is easier for you as well. I guess it is done, right? There is no other question. So once again, guys, please, before posting in the comment section about the queries related to any of the videos, go through each and every video in the Tantra tutorial playlist. If it is very hard for you to assess that, then visit tantrapsychic.com and then go to Tantra tutorial blog. Scroll down until you find the first post and then move up. So watch the first video, then watch the second last video on that page, and then go upwards. It is the most easiest way if you can't find the playlist on YouTube, but it is also easily accessible on the channel homepage. There are various playlists that you can access. If you can click on that, and all the playlist will open. Scroll down to the bottom and start from the first video onwards, right? Rima, it's also given in my channel. You haven't seen the Shanti Stotram videos. Lucas, I didn't get you, dear. I don't understand what you were asking. What Krishna sadhana, Daku? What kind of Krishna sadhana? I guess there is a bit of a delay in my audio to reach you guys. A mantra to clean the ambient for the new energies. Oh, so you want to do healings, and you want to cleanse the surroundings, right? That's what you're asking. Gayatri mantra recitation is awesome if you want to cleanse the surrounding and ambience around you, right? So I'm not talking about the Gayatri mantra sadhana, but you can chant the Gayatri mantra, or if you cannot chant it, you can uh, find it online on YouTube, and you can just play those chants and just meditate on it. It will be enough to cleanse your surrounding and make it positive, the ambience around you, right? You can do any type of mantra chanting during the eclipse. There is no harm, rather you will get multiple times effect of mantra chanting that you will otherwise get. The only thing is you cannot start a sadhana during the eclipse which is not indicated to be started on an eclipse, right? So that's the only difference. Okay, so for example, whenever I used to go to a you know Siddhapeeth, Shaktipeeth, right? I would chant my mantra of that related Devi Devata over there. I used to do that because it empowers the mantra. It makes even stronger. For as the same way, just I answered Rima. If a person who is attacking you with black magic or bad magic, not black, dark magic, or with a negative intention, if that person's spiritual levels is stronger than you, even your protection spell will fail to protect you. It's not the devatas, it's our own spiritual level that is the key when you're fighting back to the negative energies, right? So it's not about the ability or the power of that particular devata. It's in you. It's your spiritual level. It's the level of faith and practice that you have. You are fighting with the other person based on your own spiritual level, right? Oh, you mean that it is very crowded, right, Sanjoy? I would suggest go to a temple which is not so much crowded, not so much popular. That will do also. You're welcome, Lucas. Good morning, Binu. I did share that sadhana on Orkut community. I will, but I am trying to stay away from Mahavidya sadhanas right now, because again it is very highly evolved sadhanas, and it's very difficult as well. So I'm not sharing those yet. It will come eventually. Don't worry. I'm not gonna hold back. I will share those sadhanas as well. But if you want, you can Google it, Tantra and Occult Coach Orkut. Maybe you will be able to find that Baglamukhi Sadhana over there. And you can also put in the keywords of Baglamukhi Sadhana, or maybe Baglamukhi Tantra and Occult Coach Orkut, and you will see that discussion. You will see my name, and I have shared that sadhana over there as well if you are in a hurry. Mhm. Yeah, there is a easy way, but the Sapneshwari Devi sadhana is like a 1 day sadhana, and you get one answer in a dream, right? So it is a substitute to Karna Pishachini sadhana. That's what I intended to do with it, right? Because then you can, when even when you are awake, you can ask your question and get your answer. Okay. So Swapneshwari sadhana is also a good alternative if you want to get only one answer in your dream. But it may not always work. If you for example, you haven't done any mantra sadhana, right? And you, this is the first thing that you want to try, Swapneshwari Devi 1 day prayog, right? Sometimes this even will not work for you, right? How smart. Okay, technology today was different in those times. It doesn't mean that they didn't had the weapons of mass destruction like we have today, right? So the thing is, those astras are as shown in the video series, can be actually used on a simple bow, right? That's something very difficult for me to believe in. The type of astras that I use, I do not need a bow, and they do not cause visible damage. They do cause spiritual damage to the person, right? So, practically speaking, astras still work today, but they do not cause any visible damage to the person. They do cause spiritual damage to the person. So, right? Um, yeah, here is your answer, right? That's what I know. And definitely at that particular point of time, when there was Satyuga, Treta Yuga, it was more easier for devatas to themselves come into the mortal world, and they have themselves given that physical form of astras to the humans, and that physical form of astra can also produce physical damages as well. If you have gone through my videos, I have clearly stated that during the Kalikal, all those dwars, all those passages from the Devaloka to the Mrityuloka have been keylit, have been blocked by Devi Shakti, and that's the reason why it is very difficult in this Kal to get the Pratyaksha Sakshat Darshan of the Devatas even. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there are many stotrams, yes. Oh, you can do that all together, then go for it. I have myself used Shri Suktam and Lakshmi Suktam. It has already been answered, Sajoy, so go ahead and check out the videos. Where is my native place? In India? I'm from Punjab. I'm from Punjab. Okay, so I have to take your leave. I have to wake up early. We have plans tomorrow to go out. It was very tough previous days. We need a break. So I take your leave now. God bless you all. Keep sharing, liking, and subscribing to the channel. And please help promoting the channel, because the more the channel grows, it becomes easier for me to be a full-time YouTuber. And so you will get more awesome content and that too more frequently. That's the reason why, Yash, I told somebody who was saying that my parents are saying that I'm not I'm a kid. I'm not ready for the sadhana. And my answer was, would you want to do the sadhanas when you are old and you cannot sit for such a long period of time? Even for 30 minutes, it will be difficult and your knees will start hurting. So I started when I was 14. I'm not saying that you should. That was my choice, and I'm not implementing my choices on you, right? Okay, so if you want you can do it when you're 60 plus. That's up to you, if your body allows, right? But for me, I knew that once I'm married, I won't be able to give so much time and energy to the sadhanas. So I did as much as I can before marriage. I'm still doing it, but the most sadhanas that I have done was before marriage, right? And when you have kids, it becomes even more difficult. Trust me on that. So when that time come, you will say, oh my god, it was better if I would have done it when I was a student, because only things I have to do was study, and my bills were being paid by my parents, and I need not have to work hard to earn my living, and I need not have to give attention to my other better half, and I need not had this attention that I have to give to my kids, because they would need your attention, right? So your call. God bless you all. Take care. Namaste.